Rant of Wrestling episode 1 or whatever. Today we're going to talk about Randy Orton. You know, Randy Orton, his attempting move steals of Kurt Angle. Randy Orton in general. Just today's going to be episode 1, Randy Orton. Rant of Wrestling. Where can I start? You know, I've been a fan of Randy Orton since the little blue and yellow tights with his standing up frog splash move. I've been basically since day one, you know. But, my biggest attention, the thing I've noticed the most over the last couple of years, or months, I should say, since his babyface turn, is that people's been complaining that Randy Orton has stolen Kurt Angle's move, and Randy Orton's using the angle like he can't, angle slam, sorry. He can't think of something else, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I need to put all you people to rest, because this shit is annoying. The angle slam, and I quote, is nothing more but a sideways backdrop. Quote, end quote, it is a fucking wrestling move. That's it. That is done. People, Kurt Angle is no longer affiliated with WWE. He has nothing to do with WWE except in the history banks. Unlike Chris Benoit. But, you complain that he's using the angle slam, where I'm guaranteeing you people in Japan, hell, Ring of Honor, or anywhere else are probably using it. It's a fucking move. Okay? If Kurt Angle was in WWE, I could see it. Honestly, I could. Or if he was still somewhat affiliated with WWE, I can see that. But the fact that you fans are saying, oh, he's using the angle slam, he can think of anything else. Nigga, it's a backdrop. What the fuck? Get over it. It's a fucking backdrop. It's a fucking wrestling move. Anyone can use it. I don't care who it is. Now, of course, if you're in the same promotion or business as that character or the wrestler who uses it, of course you're not going to want to rip it off unless it's part of the storyline. But if you're if Kurt Angle's in TNA and you're in WWE, what the fuck difference does it make? The RKO is a fucking neckbreaker. Who doesn't do a neckbreaker? I'm pretty sure people in Ring of Honor are using RKO as typical basic moves. You don't see, I don't hear people saying, oh, Abyss is using the chokeslam. That's Undertaker's move. Yay! I don't see you people complaining about that. And it's amazing to me. Because the people that complain about it, I know everyone doesn't complain about it, I know that, but it's the people that complain about it. This part for those assholes who complain. You need to shut up. It's a fucking wrestling move. Get over it. Okay? Now, here lately, Randy Orton's been on Smack. He got drafted to SmackDown. And there's a lot of naysayers out there saying, oh, he's becoming like John Cena. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, let me get this straight. I understand WWE is PG now. This show isn't PG, so don't expect it. So, let me get this straight. Randy Orton is like John Cena because I'm guessing Randy's winning every match. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Until you think about who's on SmackDown. Christian, Mark Henry, Sheamus, and the ever so dropping to jobber status, Wade Barrett. Oh, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. So let me get this straight. You people out there expect Randy Orton cleanly to lose to the heels of Cody Rhodes, the former heel Ted DiBiase, who's now a face, so we can't count him, but Cody Rhodes cleanly, Jinder Mahal, who sucks, the Great Khali, who is horrible except he's big, and who else is the heel? Oh, Mark Henry, but we'll discuss Mark Henry a little later. And wow, there's a big ass spider out my window. And who else is on that show? Oh, Christian. Now Christian is maybe the only one I can see him losing cleanly to. Sheamus maybe if he wasn't a face. So that pretty much killed any Randy Orton, Sheamus, nice things that they may have had because Sheamus is now a babyface. So you're telling me that everyone out there would love to see Cody Rhodes beat Randy Orton cleanly for the world title? Is that even believable? You know, you fans have to think. Okay, if that was the case, WWE should, every time come on TV, should have Hornswoggle beat Randy Orton cleanly. It's so believable. No, Randy Orton is a good wrestler because he does his momentum moves. Well, facts, people. Every fucking face have their 5 fucking great moves of doom. Okay, so y'all should cut that shit out now. Okay, it isn't Randy's fault that Randy wins every match. It isn't Randy's fault he's got that big. Now, you know, like I said, it has to be believable. I just can't sit here and literally turn the channel and watch Cody Rhodes beat Randy Orton clean with no interference, no distractions, no nothing. But yet you people out here complain that Randy wins every match. He should win every match. Would you want him to be like Daniel Bryan, who now for some reason he's Money in the Bank, but he's losing every match? Why? He's Money in the Bank. He should be winning. He's losing. But yeah, y'all complain Randy wins every match. You know, I mean, considering who's on SmackDown, technically, Randy Orton should win. You know, unlike John Cena. Now, John Cena has reason to lose. Randy Orton, when you look at the talent, it's no one there. Unless you turn Sheamus heel, then maybe Sheamus can beat Randy heel, you know, clean. But it's like one person. What can you do? Okay? And then, you know, people, you know, don't like Randy because he got Mr. Kennedy fired and he got Kofi Kingston be pushed and all that, you know. You know, whether Randy, you know, thinks he's big and bad in the backstage, I don't know, nor do I care. You know, did I like Mr. Kennedy? Yeah, I did. Okay? You know, would he have big things in WWE? Probably so. Okay? So what, Randy got a little banged up and he got mad at Kennedy for almost killing him or hurting him, wherever the case may be. But that wasn't the fact why WWE released Mr. Kennedy. Oh my God, that's not the reason why Mr. Kennedy got fired. If I remember correctly, it was because if you watch the match, he's holding his wrist. Mr. Kennedy got injured because of Randy Orton, actually. Which is actually funny because y'all complained that Randy Orton got him fired, but it was in fact kind of Mr. Kennedy's own injury. So, you know, you got that, and then Kofi Kingston, of course. Kofi Kingston was a fucking idiot. I mean, obviously, Randy Orton pushed him on the ground once to even try to help the dude out, but failed. So, yeah, you know, you hate him because of that. And it's funny because when he's a heel, and I've noticed this, some of the guys who are hating Randy now probably loved him when he was a heel. Why? I don't know. Maybe because he used to cheat all the time. I mean, to me, Randy Orton hasn't changed. When he was a heel, all he did was this. Headlocks after headlock after headlock after headlock. So, you know, the stomping, he did that more often when he was a heel. So he did that more often, and that's it. And you guys are bad mouthing now that he's a face. And then let's get on to the gimmicks. Oh boy. The Legend Killer versus the Viper. Okay. Can I really call these gimmicks per se? I guess I can. I mean, even though the Viper really is just him pounding on the mat and hearing, you know, talking all demonic and shit and like a robot. On Legend Killer, he's more like, hey, I'm Randy Orton and I do blah, blah, blah. Okay. People out there, listen to me. Legend Killer can get old. It's only can go so far that a guy RKOs old people and old legends. It's retarded and not retarded. Phrase that. It's a thing that can set you up for stardom, but eventually you have to drop it. You have to stop it. Okay? You can't keep something like the Legend Killer keep going on and on because there's only so many legends in the business, and there's only so far you can go with that. The Viper is not really a gimmick. The Viper is just Randy Orton being more aggressive and punk kicking people in the head. Get over it. I'm tired of people always naysaying, saying, "Oh, Legend Killer's better than Viper." Viper's not really a gimmick. The Viper's what they call him because he slithers around like a fucking snake. It's not a gimmick. God. But that's my rant on Randy Orton. I'm gonna close this out by saying a few things. I'm a Randy Orton fan. I always have been, for obvious reasons, for good reasons. Not just his Legend Killer persona or his heel. I like Randy Orton from through and through. Not a fickle fan like most people. But I was going to end this episode. Rant of Wrestling. This is Randy Orton. Episode 2, I'll probably bring out the same day, probably, and we'll be talking about "You Can't See Me" Attitude Adjustment. Woo! John Cena. Subscribe. Send me hate comments, please. How ugly I am, how my voice sucks, I have a cold. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit because you're taking the time to watch it, so I'm winning some kind of way, right? But thank you, and I hope you enjoy. I'll be coming back. You want, judge me, go against me. And yeah. See you guys later. This is Low Value Productions, or most value commodity 09s, whatever. I don't know. This is Random Wrestling. This was Randy Orton, episode 1. See you later, guys. Take care.